Good morning, Trans Youth Channel. Maybe it's evening, maybe it's not time, I don't know. But this week on Trans Youth Channel, you are talking to Jay about trans people of colour. And I'm going to start this with the disclaimer of I'm white and therefore I've never had any experience with racism. So basically my video is only based on opinion and none of it is based on any solid experience. So do trans people of colour have it harder than white people who are also trans? Yes, they do, because they have to deal with racism as well as transphobia, and they also have to deal with the lack of representation of queer people of colour. Like, I could only name one TV show that has representation of queer people of colour, and that's Orange is the New Black. Like, can you name any others? Whereas I can think of a few TV shows that have, like, white queer people in them. So, it's really a case of, like, there's less representation for people of colour in general, therefore less queer representation of people of colour, and then they also have to deal with racism as well as transphobia, which is not fair. Do I personally know any trans people of colour? No, I don't, because I live in a small, non-diverse country where most of the population is straight, white, cisgendered Catholics. So I stick it like a sore thumb as it is, and finding a trans person of colour would be like finding a needle in a haystack in Ireland. So I'm going to have to deal with it. So advice to trans people of colour, I don't personally feel I can give any advice to a trans person of colour besides that just stay strong and power through, and like people who are racist or transphobic are, for lack of a better word, awful people. I would use stronger language, but I think that it would be rude and inappropriate. But basically, you just have to stay strong, and that's the only advice I can give. So thanks for watching. I will probably be able to offer more opinion on the topic next week, where it will be less centered around the fact that less centered around color. So I should be able to talk more next week, and if you liked hearing me talk very little this week, then you could subscribe, stick around till next week, and see if you still like me. Yeah, we make videos every day and new topics every week, and like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you enjoyed it, stick around for more, and I am out. This week on Trans Youth Channel, we are talking about LGBT-friendly counselling and therapy. Now, I'm really happy this came up because I only started therapy in regards to gender and transition earlier today. So I'm really pumped that this came up because now I have more experience about this than I did 2 days ago.